In this video, we will learn about the role of a broker. Let's take a closer look at what we are going to cover. What is a broker, and why do you need one? This is what we're going to learn about in the first part of this video. We'll then take a look at the different types of brokers. There are a number of different brokers available out there, and we'll go through each one in a bit more detail. So let's start with brokers. What is a broker? A broker holds your funds that you intend to use to trade the forex market. In turn, the broker will provide you with access to the market so that you can place your trades. These days, even the little guy can open a trading account. In the old days, you had to have at least $100,000 if you wanted to trade the forex market. Since the rise of the internet, it has all changed. These days, you can open a trading account with as little as $250. In some cases, you only need as little as $100 to open a brand new account. Brokers will supply the charting software that traders use to open and close their trade orders. Most brokers will also offer their clients market research and commentary. Now, you do not need to use the charting software that is supplied by the broker, but in most cases, you will find that if you do hold an account with a brokerage, you will usually find that they will supply you with the software that you need. You can, of course, get the software on your own by downloading it from the internet, but it's usually much easier to use the software that is provided by your broker. There are essentially two different types of brokers. First, you have the dealing desk brokers, and then you have non-dealing desk brokers. Non-dealing desk brokers can be broken down further. We have straight-through processing, or STP. We also have electronic communications network brokers, or ECN. And we also have direct market access brokers, or DMA. Let's now take a look at each of the different types of brokers in a bit more detail. The first type of broker that we're going to take a look at is the dealing desk broker. These are also known as market makers, and you'll see why in a minute. They usually also offer their customers fixed spreads. However, they will take the opposite side of your trade. This means that when you lose a trade, your broker profits. As a result, these types of brokers are generally considered to have a conflict of interest with their account holders. One of the most important things to know about dealing desk brokers is that when you place a buy order, the broker is going to place an opposite order. He's going to enter a sell. When you enter a sell trade, the broker is going to take the opposite side of that sell trade. This means that they're going to enter with a buy trade to match your trade. The key thing to remember about dealing desk brokers is that when you do place a trade, they are taking the opposite order or the opposite position of the trade you've entered. And this means that if you lose, they will make more money. And most traders choose not to trade this way. Let's now take a look at the more desirable type of broker. Let's look at the non-dealing desk broker. These are considered the more desirable type of brokers amongst most traders. This type of broker will route your trade orders directly into the interbank market through liquidity providers. Liquidity providers are entities like banks, hedge funds, market makers, and other types of brokers. Now, there are a few different types of non-dealing desk brokers. Let's take a closer look at the first type. The first type of non-dealing desk broker is the straight-through processing, or STP. The second type is the electronic communications network, or ECN. And the third type is the direct market access, or DMA. Let's take a closer look at the straight-through processing broker. Straight-through processing, or STP brokers, are a non-dealing desk broker. This type of broker will route orders directly through to their liquidity providers who have access to the interbank market. A straight-through processing broker simply acts as a bridge between the trader, that is you, and the interbank market. If there is no immediate fill from their liquidity providers, you might experience a requote and a small delay getting into the market. The next type of broker is the ECN, or Electronic Communications Network. These are different from STP, or straight-through processing brokers, in that this broker does not get you into the interbank market the same way that the STP broker does. This broker will match your orders with other participants like banks, market makers, hedge funds, and other individual traders that are taking the opposite position you are. Commissions are usually charged on trade orders. These commissions are usually in the form of the spread, and they are usually quite small, and that's essentially the way that the ECN brokers make their money. The ECN, or Electronic Communications Network broker, is the most favorable type of broker. It is similar to an STP broker, but the key difference is that they allow the orders of their clients to interact with the orders of other participants in the ECN. This means that they will connect you to their liquidity providers instantly. You can usually rely on getting pretty good rates with no slippage or requotes. Next, let's take a look at the final type of non-dealing desk broker. This is the direct market access or DMA type of broker. DMA brokers only offer 5-digit quotes, and they do have variable spreads. The spread comes directly from their liquidity providers with a small increase as the brokers charge. No commissions are charged, and the only price that you pay is the spread. With the DMA broker, the spreads which are received directly from the liquidity providers are then compared, and the lowest available spread is then presented to the trader. Now, because we have variable spreads on DMA brokers, it does vary a bit. You will usually find that a currency pair like the Euro-US dollar will have a spread that ranges between 0.5 and up to about 2 pips. So now you know the role that your broker is going to play, and you also know why you need a broker. Let's now move on to the next video.